shall we start the session? Sir, you're on mute.
Yes, we can start.
Just a minute.
Yes. So do you have any slides to show before the starting this session, Gina?
No, sir. No, sir. Just this poster. Later on, you can go ahead with it, sir.
Okay. Right.
So,
Shall I start? Shall I start then?
Just a minute, sir. Yeah.
Yes.
Sir, madam, you are ready?
Yeah, Gina.
Okay. Good evening, one and all. Welcome all to Vayomanasa Sanjeevani's webinar series. I welcome all the Zoom and YouTube participants. And today's topic for the day is adjustment roles and boundaries in family. To talk about this, we have Dr. Sojan Anthony. I welcome you, sir, for today's session. And our moderator for the day is Shakuntala Narendra. I welcome you, madam, to introduce our moderator, Mrs. Shakuntala Nagendra. She is She is a special educator for learning disabled students and an adolescent counselor. She is also an active volunteer of Vayomanasa Sanjeevani. Welcome, ma'am, for today's session. Now I request to address our speaker, Sojan sir. On to you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you for your introduction. Welcome. Good afternoon, everyone. So it's my pleasure to introduce today's resource person, Dr. Sojan Anthony, sir. He is an associate professor of psychiatry, social work at NIMHANS, and on behalf of Vayomanasa Sanjeevani, which is an initiative of Geriatric Department NIMHANS, headed by Dr. Shiv Kumar and coordinated by Gina Sabu, and also on behalf of other volunteers, I welcome you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
It's a very brief introduction, sir. We didn't know much about you.
Am I audible, ma'am, now?
Yes, sir. We can see you on your
audience. I would like to speak in English. The problem is I am from another state. I have some difficulty to speak in fluent Kannada. So the session is also scheduled in English.
Yeah, in English.
But I understand Kannada. So in interaction time, probably we can ask questions either in Kannada, Hindi, your language of preference. And then we will help each other to translate and things like that.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the invitation to this program. Vayomanasa Sanjeevani is headed by Dr. P.T. Sukumar and team, and with the strong support from the community volunteers, and well coordinated by the Gina and the other technical support team. So thanks to the entire team for inviting me to speak on this issue: adjustments, roles, and boundaries in family. This is one of my favorite topic, how to speak, how to enhance how to improve the adjustment in family. Throughout my last 15 years of career as a social worker in the field of mental health, I was always observing and trying to understand how to enhance more and more adjustments in family. The moment we say adjustment in the family, it means some difficulties to adjust in family. Am I correct? Correct, no? Some difficulties are there in adjusting with family. So what kind of difficulties can happen in the adjustment of a family? I will start from the marriage. The moment we get married with another person, a stranger, I will call a stranger. Correct, no? Absolutely a stranger. We need to start adjusting with that person. Correct, right? Then we are aging together. We are growing together. Not only physical aging, socially we are growing, financially we are growing. Correct, no? Connection wise, network wise we are growing. Number of children will be increasing. Number of grandchildren will be increasing. Number of in-laws who come to our family will increase. Number of in-laws relatives will be increasing. Like a banyan tree in India, a family will grow like a size of 10 to 15 to 150 leaves and branches and flowering and beautifully it will be growing. Correct, right? Am I correct? So in Indian context, the most important and interesting system we have created in our India is not mobile phone, not computer. We have created family. We have created family. We sustained family. We stood for family, and our values are around family. You take any classical textbook of India, take the case of Mahabharata, Ramayana, Rig Vedas, everywhere they have filled values to stabilize and strengthen the family. It is more about adjustment, adaptation, and then performing roles. You won't see a single textbook in India which doesn't speak about adjustment, adaptation, performance of roles. My beautiful, the learned beautiful spiritual statement is by Lord Sri Krishna. What Lord Sri Krishna says, you do your duties, don't wait for results. The results will emerge. So this value is very, very important for you to lead happy, prosperous, stable family life. Correct, right? Irrespective of situation, whether we are in the battlefield, whether we are fight between couples, whether we have frictions with our siblings, whether we have property issues, whether we have issues between in-laws, daughter-in-law, mother-in-law, father-in-law, whatever it is, we will be there to perform our duties, not waiting for results. So if we see the Indian family system, the biggest investment for Indians is the family, I will tell. The biggest investment, what we do is family. We invest our time, we invest our money, we invest our emotions, we invest our sacrifices for family. So many times we see the choices, all of us have choices, either to continue marriage or to break marriage, we have choices. So we all are individuals, but the system is created such a way that the family is maintained, nurtured, and people invest for the family. So this is the context. But when I say this beautiful scenario of Indian families, we also should see the other side of Indian scenario. What is the other side? We have seen 3-generation families. Many of us are familiar with the 3-generation family, correct? No? So the starting from the grandparents, then parents, then grandchildren, that's the combination. Or sometimes we also have seen that siblings stay together as parents and having their own children. But the system has been changed. Now it is too obsolete to tell that we have changed from joint family to nuclear family. Then this generation people will ask, where can you cite some joint families? We are not seeing any joint families. Very few joint families are present. Otherwise, we are seeing more of a nuclear family, extended family, or combined the 2-unit families. But we don't see the joint family system. But you also see the way of our earning. That's what a social change, gradual, and the social change which happens in our society. What is the social change we see? Rural to urban. You see the government policy also promotes rural to urban culture. The reason is to prevent the poverty, to enhance the employability. We have tried everything, but we realized the fact that almost all developed countries use urbanization as a tool for promoting the industrialization and then ensuring the well-being of its citizens. So in India is also we see this very good transition of rural to urban. We know that though we have changed our residence from rural area to urban area, still we preserve our values. My friends, maybe from sociology and other colleagues may disagree with me. No, sir, the family system has been entirely changed in India. I strongly will disagree. Though we migrated from rural to urban, we also have migrated along with our values. We are even in the urban area, we are struggling to sustain our rural values. So this trend we observe in majority of Indians, but urbanization is a fact. Indian population is migrating to the city and being more urbanized. That's a fact. So we need to be prepared. Another thing we see with industrialization. So the job nature is changed. Correct? No? Can you imagine before 30 years, husband goes for job in the morning or wife goes for job in the morning, husband goes for job in the evening, and they don't meet each other, only meets on Sundays or Saturdays or Sundays? We never could imagine, but we see such kind of social transitions in type of jobs. Can you imagine both genders? They go for job, earn money, and then support. 30 years ago, it was not encouraged. It was not appreciated. It was more of a male-driven society in terms of earning money, though we had matriarchal cultures in our family. So realize the fact that industrialization, associated migration, associated urbanization, associated changes in the values, and the change in the size of family. You see the remarkable change in the size of family. Earlier, we know that we had take any family, 4 to 5 children. A good size of family will be having 9 to 12 children. So there will be enough children. If one child is not also willing to adapt and adopt with family values, there will be another 4 or 5 children who will be running the show. But now scenario has been changed. We have a micro units where 1 child, 2 child norms have been accepted by anybody, both urban and rural area. And it has its own benefits as well as it has its own disadvantages in promoting the well-being of elderly, especially when we reflect about social isolation, social distancing, social exclusion, the elder abuse, neglect experienced by elders in the family. All this scenario, when we evaluate, when size comes down, there is a disadvantage for elderly to occupy their time effectively by contributing as a head of the joint family. So these kind of transitions we observe in our society, but at the same time, we have a beautiful roles. So one of my students is studying this time, grandparenting, the impact of grandparenting on well-being of elderly, how grandparenting is helping elders to more socially active, physically active, more vibrant, and learning technology and ensuring the cyber safety for grandchildren. So this kind of more new terms are coming to the elders. So every day, even elders or youngsters, all of us are learning together for a co-creation of a more peaceful and stable life in the society. So the word co-creation, I will be repeating, co-creation. Together you create a better future. Together we create a better future. Together we create peace. Together we create security. Together we create connectedness. So earlier I used to wonder, is it this loneliness? Is it a feeling of elderly? Now we realize a 3-year-old child is also feeling that I am lonely. I am feeling bored at this home. I want some company. So the loneliness from the child to the person who is in the 90s, we see this loneliness, social isolation, social disconnectedness. So what is the solution? Intergenerational bonding. WHO, World Health and Organization, beautifully have stated, like social engagement, physical activity. Another term we all need to fight and promote is intergenerational bonding. Means what? Bonding between parents and children, bondings between children and grandchildren, the bonding between the parents and children. So these different kinds of bonding, we know that how our house is strong and stable because of having proper structure. So now in this modern era, if you wanted to ensure a sense of security, a sense of well-being, you need to have intergenerational bonding for both. It is mutually rewarding. It is not a generosity of youngsters to elders. For the well-being of youngsters, they need bonding with elders. For the well-being of elders, they need bonding with the youngsters. So it is a mutually rewarding. It's a mutual agreement. It's a mutual opportunity to support each other. So when we analyze divorces, drug use, unemployment, underemployment, depression, we see the strong social variable of left out, disconnected, disengaged. So in this context, We need to think that, do we need to have complete independence from our social values, family values? Do we need to sacrifice for family values? I would say yes, we need to invest for family values. We need to invest for social values, which otherwise would not help us to survive physically, mentally, and socially. Let's go ahead this thought little more further. Now, if you see the various roles in the family, like if I had listed out in a paper, like parenting, it's a role, correct? No, parenting, being a parent, it's a role. Being a child is a role. Being a grandparenting is a role. Being a brother is a role. Being a sister is a role, correct, right? And being a son-in-law is a role, being a daughter-in-law is a role, being a father-in-law is a role, being a mother-in-law is a role. If we stop performing our roles, that's what the theory says. If a system has to work, everybody in the system has to perform. Grandparents have to perform grandparents' role, son has to perform son's role, grandchildren have to perform their roles. Performing roles are very important. Take example of a beautiful Benz car which we purchased recently, but the two tires are punctured. Whether it will work? It doesn't work. If its brake is stuck because somebody who doesn't know to drive the car tried and the brake is stuck, whether the system will work? No. Its indicators are not working. Just two bulbs, no, it got damaged while taking a turn, crash. Whether the car we can drive safely on the road? No. The same way in family, every individual, be it a grandparent, be it a son or daughter-in-law or grandchildren, they have to perform together their roles. Otherwise, they are going to suffer. The word I will use, they are going to suffer. They are going to face the consequence of their non-cooperation. Many times I have seen that, the children will say that I don't like my father or mother, or the grandchildren say that no, I don't like my grandparents. So the non-cooperation is not a good approach in families. Cooperation, co-building, co-creation, constructing a better brand of family is very important. Why do we purchase an Apple mobile? Why do we purchase a LG washing machine or a Bosch washing machine? We trust the brand of LG. We believe that can perform better in washing our clothes. Am I correct? Or we believe Apple phone can perform better than Nokia phone. So we purchase, correct, right? So we believe in brand. This brand name is built by their company through the collective efforts. In Indian families also, time has come for us to realize that we cannot live like Kauravas and Pandavas. That time is over. No Mahabharata, no war can be encouraged in the family. That era is over. Win-win approach. Modern management always says win-win approach. Consensus building, co-creation, benefits for everybody out of participation. So more participatory, democratic, win-win, co-creation, constructing together the peace of mind. Many times we don't invest in constructing peace of mind. We spend time for constructing apartments. We spend time for constructing our bank balance. We spend time for constructing unwanted habits like drinking, smoking, unwanted relationship. We spend time. But the research studies are telling very clearly, you need to invest in family life. What is the investment you need to do? Your time. You need to invest your time in family. You can't simply assume your family will be all right. Just saying sponsoring their bills are not enough to ensuring the quality of family life. Single statement. Sponsoring their bills are not enough. That State Bank of India also can sponsor the bills through loans, through credits. The credit card business is not enough for you to ensure the well-being. If you want to ensure the well-being of family, you need to invest. invest your time, your energy, your creativity, your affection, your closeness. Many people think, okay, I am in US, my wife is in UK, my son is in Mumbai, we are having a happy family of triangle. No, that will be disconnected dots. You can assume you are a family. It may not be a family. You never will enjoy the quality of life. You will never enjoy the well-being, being the disconnected dots. So all the family well-being programs, we usually say, see, like if your mobile phone, if you wanted to work your mobile phone, you need to recharge. For recharging, you need to connect. Same thing is applicable for the healthy family life. You need to be connected with your source of power. Where is our source of power? Our own family members, our own interaction, our own movements with the family, family rituals. Together, family perform the rituals that gives the energy, that gives the oneness in the family, one goal towards one goal. Like Modi ji says, no, one India, one country. So the oneness, unity, building unity, it's very, very important for a family to survive. So I ask families when they come with the problems, what is the major problem? They say that he is not right, she is not right, these children are not right, those children are not right. Always the directions will go to somebody else. I've never seen that somebody comes and say that I am creating problem in my family. I am the problem. I drink. I scold. I don't respect people. I have never seen in my clinical life 15 years somebody comes and say that no, I am the reason for the family. Always we say that this person, that person, down person, up person. Correct? No, you also might have seen. Correct, right? So many times we rarely we recognize the problems. Neither I am not the reason, nor that person is the reason. How we communicate, how we share the meanings, how we plan the life, how we exchange emotions, how we invest for family. All those things are the foundations of the problems in the family. So one person asked that, sir, I wanted to age healthy. Okay, so what should be my plan? I told definitely family. Forget about your exercise. If you don't exercise, also you will survive, because you think that exercise will help you to get good sleep. But I'll say that exercise doesn't give you good sleep. If your partner is unhappy, your pillows will be shivering and you won't be able to sleep, right? No. So basically, if you wanted to stay healthy, you have to invest in family. So usually I say that our life can be divided into 30 years. First 30 years, we try for getting a good job, correct? No, getting good education, good job. First 30 years, we struggle for a good job, correct, right? And second 30 years is more of a encashing that 30 years effort, and you get a job, you earn money, you have family, grandchildren, and all those things. The next 30 years, from 60 to 90, Indians usually do not plan. As if that after 60, it's a moksha. But we see the statistics, after 60 to 90, we need to have a definite plan. How many of us have planned for our life from 60 to 90? When we studied in schools, we planned for 30 to 60. Getting good job, becoming manager, having children, get marriage of their children, marriage of their own children and their children. But how many of you have planned for your 60 to 90? What are the investments you have done? People say that I have a smartly invest, I have pension, I have some money, kept it out for my retirement. Other than that, how much you invested in relationship for your 60 to 90? Today we need to reflect. Who is participating? 31% people are participating. I'm very sure that at least 500 people will watch this video after this thing. But you all need to reflect how much I invested in my family for my 60 to 90. Many of them do not want to, now youngsters do not want to invest even from 30 to 60 also, they are not ready. As if that they are going to die after 30. Moment they get a job in 21, they detach like China's satellite, goes somewhere and do something. Total disconnection from the family, believing that without connection from family, they can survive. It's a stupid decision they are taking, because the investment should start from the beginning. The moment your brain is stable, like 3 years, 4 years, 6 years, you need to start investing in relationship. For that, you need to have sacrifice. For that, you need to learn to adjust. So somebody I asked, why are you getting angry simply with your spouse? The person told, I don't know how to adjust. So I asked, what are you doing? I am a general manager for a company. So, but you don't know how to adjust? I don't know. In workplace, I know how to adjust. In family, I don't know how to adjust. Because workplace, I'm a general manager, others obey me. In family also, I think I am a general manager, but others disagree. They think that you are not general manager for this family. Your role is a husband only, or your role is a father, but you have a lot of limitations with that role. So many times we assume that we have power, which we don't have. There comes the problems in adjustment. Many times we think we have power, which we don't have. The reason why I'm telling, see, when we analyze the adjustmental issues, the 3 major things you need to take it. One is brain. Is responsible for your adjustment. If problems in brain, you can't adjust. Problems in brain, you cannot adjust. Am I correct? Problems in the brain, you cannot adjust. Right? So you need to sort it out. Then problems in behavior, you can't adjust. Behavioral problems. And problems with the cultural value conflicts. So when we stay 3 generations, with each generation having different values, there will be problem in adjustment. Because each generation, the value system is also socially constructed. What is socially constructed? Our parents, our teachers, our friends, our society, our community, our caste systems. Many things have influenced our values, which doesn't come overnight. So the differences in the values, cultural conflicts, behavioral issues. I'm like this, I will behave like this. If you want, you adjust with me. Brain related issues, had a head injury, getting anger without any reason. Use a lot of alcohol, damage in the brain, and not able to understand others' perspective. Suffering from depression and thinking that everything is not working, everybody is against me, everything is I am not all right, others are not all right, this world is not all right, my life is gone because of depression. So brain, behavior, culture. 3 things we need to analyze if there are issues in adjustment in our families. Brain, is there any problem in brain? Is there any problem in behavior? Is there any problem in culture? Culture, we can't say one culture is better than another culture, but we see the difference in culture because of generation, because of the family of origin, from where we are coming. See, if we have 2 children, 2 got married, the 2 families are associated with us, 2. Like if I am married with my wife, 1 new family comes. Then my 2 children are married with another 2 family, 1 more family, now 3 family. I have 4 grandchildren, they get married and bring another 4 family. If that's how a family size increases, different cultural systems and values will come and associate. And we need to learn, respect and regard the differences and similarities in our culture. Many times we observe similarities and get attracted and form families. Very rarely we observe and respect and regard the differences between the culture of this family versus that family during the marriage time. So all these things are very, very important for you to have a very stable family life. Another 5-10 minutes, I also just wanted to tell you, in adjustment, there are mental health issues like depression, feeling always down, dull, tired, don't want to do anything, less energy. Depression is a villain. Unrecognized, delayed identification of depression can not only kill the individual, can kill the entire family. Many times we do not recognize the depression. So it's a villain in many family life, which can be easily treated like your thyroid problem or diabetes or hypertension. And we use counseling as an approach to heal depression. My dear friends, severe depression never ever can be cured or treated by counseling. In NIMHANS, my duty is doing counseling. I should have told counseling can be applied everywhere and it will get cured because I am a counselor. No, counseling doesn't work with severe depression. It needs treatment. So many times in our family, people are vulnerable to develop depression, different life cycle stages. Like adolescents are vulnerable, youth are vulnerable, the women at the age of their 40s, they are vulnerable, elderly are vulnerable. So we think always straight jacket. Oh, depression is only few people. No. Our US statistics shows, properly counted statistics shows 1 in 5 have mental health problems. So if we have a 20 family members close associated as children and grandchildren, at least 4 can have some mental health problems as per statistics. But you go with Indian statistics, 1 in 7. That means we have 20 family members, at least 3 members can have some kind of mental health problems. Many times without realizing this fact of mental health problems, be it depression, be it anxiety, worry about everything. How much ever you earn money, they are not happy. How many number of apartments you have purchased, you are not happy. How much salary you get, you are not happy. How much ever support you get, you are not happy. Many times doctors told you are healthy, your reports are healthy, you are not happy. You think that doctor has not identified my problem correctly, going for another consultation. Anxiety, major villain, breaker of family relationship. Repeated anxiety. You clean houses 10 times, still you are not happy. You see one piece of rice on your the serving plate, you make a hell in the family. Anxiety, the desire for perfection due to your anxious mind. We have to change. We have to change either through counseling, we have to change either through medicines. We have to treat people who are suffering anxiety disorders, either medically or the psychotherapy, we need to use it. Otherwise, simply adjust. If you see dictionary of adjustment, before marriage you say adjust, after marriage you say adjust, children's birth you say adjust, children's marriage you say adjust. But we never recognize the fact that why individuals cannot adjust. Before telling adjust, realize the reason why individuals cannot adjust, and then help them to come out of that helplessness. That helplessness may be depression, maybe dementia, maybe anxiety, maybe drugs. Why not? The drugs, alcohol, tobacco, various sleeping tablets, painkillers. Who knows? Or smelling paint. So many times, without knowing the mind of the people, we declare an order, adjust. It doesn't work. So we need to see the root causes. And another area, usually we neglect in counseling also, intelligence of the person. Some people will be very good in mathematics. Some people will be very good in problem solving. Some people will be very good in designing and then painting, arts, craft. Some people will be very good in communication. Some people will be good in adjusting, adapting. Intelligence also matters in solving and adjusting. So you cannot have a single way of handling and changing the behavior of family members. So the beautiful social work principle, which may help us to adjust and adapt with family. The social work principle says, accept as the individual is. Accept every individual as the individual is. If I am not ready to accept my grandchild, 3 years old, always fighting for cartoon, then he will be fighting. I cannot accept my adolescent grandchild who wants to play the video game. There will be problem. I cannot adjust with my daughter-in-law who wants to visit the Switzerland in the next summer. You think 5 lakhs rupees for visiting Switzerland? Now in our life, entire life saving was 5 lakhs. You are going to ruin that. No. So understanding and accepting the individuals as they are is a way to solve the many of the adjustment issues. Most of the times we have difficulty. We have defined goodness. I define good person means it should be like this. 6 o'clock they have to come home. Then 6 to 7 they have to spend time with us. 7 o'clock we have to do the family ritual. 8 o'clock dinner. Half an hour watching TV. 9 o'clock they have to go to bed. There should be complete silence when we wanted to have silence. All these definitions are impossible to implement even in the country of China, who believes that they can implement all rules in the world. Impossible, because each individuals are unique, different. Table and chair, no, usually they don't fight each other. Is there any fight between table and chair in your family? Usually they don't fight. The reason is they don't have opinions. Neither they have opinion, nor they have life, nor they have death. If birth and death will be there, definitely there will be growth and change in attitude, change in opinion, change in behavior. There will be change will be there. Change is the part of human behavior. Many times, sometimes we wonder, we have given entire property for our children, grandchildren. Now they are thankless. What may be the reason? Are they really thankless? I would say that they are not thankless. Change in their behavior, change in their attitude, change because of certain situations, change due to the stressful life which they experience. So let's move forward. What is the solution? We saw this kind of social transitions in our community, society, in our families. Many problems are due to brain, due to mental health, due to the behavioral patterns. What is the solution now? Can counseling help always? I don't think counseling can help always. Can medicine can help always? I don't think. Can combination can help? I think sometimes. So we need to think when we are facing a problem which we cannot solve, we need expert opinion. Many times we do not take expert opinion in solving our family problems. We take the opinion of our friend who have more problem than us. They don't disclose with us, but still they will be suffering silently. We will ask them how to solve the problems. They give some suggestions, we fail again. If our heart is not working, do we take the suggestion of our friends for repairing heart? You will go to a cardiologist for repairing it. If our kidney is not working, we'll go to a nephrologist for repairing it. Am I correct? Then why not, if relationship is not working, why not taking suggestion from a person, from professionals who can help you professionally, not personally? So many times we fail to do this. It's important to recognize the need for help in sorting out family issues, relationship issues, because many times when I think about family, yes, I have been trained in family issues in NIMHANS, but if I think about my family, because of emotions, I may not be able to take objective decision. I may not be able to take right decision. I need the help of a professional who can take a professional decision, an objective decision. Here comes, I'll tell one example. If your watch is not working, will you take to scooter workshop? Why not? That person also has the hammer, little bigger size. They have also screwdriver. Give a chance for them. They know how to fit things, but we don't take. We know that it's a foolishness. Many times we take our problems to the relatives, to the friends, to the some so-called counselors, assuming that they will solve the problems. My dear friend, it needs its own scientific understanding of human behavior and the factors influencing and rectifying it. Otherwise, your problem will not be solved. Like diabetes and hypertension, many natural remedies are proposed, but none of us will take risk because we know that its impact. We always believe in the some medicine system, be it Ayurveda or modern medicine. We go with the system of medicine because we know that that is scientific, be it Ayurveda or the modern medicine. So it's the same way for solving relationship issues. I recommend you to take professional help, especially when you have problem with adjustment, problems in clash of roles, problems in boundaries. This is the one more topic I left out. Importance of boundary. Is it important? Very much. I am speaking now about family confidently from NIMHANS in a closed room with boundary. You see my room, entire room has boundary, 4 walls. You are sitting somewhere in a 4 closed room, you are listening. Can you sit in the KR market or MG road and listen the same topic? Why not? MG road is so beautiful. You can stand there and listen this session. We cannot, because a boundary. This glass has a boundary. That is the reason we can pour the water and then I can drink. The same way family also needs to have boundaries. That boundaries will help you to nurture the relationship. Many times either family has no boundary. Whatever happens in the family, you share with everybody. You share with the neighbors, you share with your relatives, you share with your siblings, tell everybody bad about the daughter-in-law. Expect that daughter-in-law to be like Sita Devi. Usually daughter-in-law become Durga Devi. After listening bad about her from all relatives, she becomes the Durga Devi. So it's important to have secrets in family. I'm not telling complete secret. See, if some of you are suffering memory problem, you want to consult a doctor, you are new to Bangalore, you don't know anybody, you can ask the friend. See, my husband has a memory problem. Nowadays, he doesn't know where he is sitting, where he is keeping clothes. He forgets the way to home, forgets the way to temple. I need some help. Who is the best psychiatrist or neurologist for consultation? We need to disclose certain information, not all the information. If you keep your glass like this, pouring all information to neighbors, pouring all information to all relatives, all family secrets out, you will spoil the name of your family. Boundary will be violated. Without boundary, family will not be having good name. So I usually tell, see, like Infosys, like Wipro, like Reliance, like Tata Group, they keep their secret. They don't tell everybody, yo, we prepared a spoiled iron rod. We prepared a spoiled car. They don't disclose. They keep their secrets within their organization. For what? Protecting the brand name. My dear viewers, this branding of your family is very important. Your children, your grandchildren are the products of your company. Your family is your company. If you don't tell good about your family, do you think that your neighbors will say good about your family? Do you think that your enemies will say good about your family? Do you think that your brother's family will say good about you? Less chance, because this is a competitive world. Everybody competes each other. So you need to respect that fact of having boundary, keeping secret. I'm not telling that everything should be kept secret. You have been physically abused every day. You have been tortured by hit. You have been neglected completely. You have been taken away all your finance and do not get any treatment, any help. Then definitely you need to seek support from the right experts, right system in the government, right? But otherwise, telling bad about our family members, crossing the boundary, diluting family boundary, definitely will have an impact on overall well-being. So many times, especially it happens because of certain times brain also. I'll tell final example, I will stop here, then we'll have a discussion, 15 minutes. So my grandmother used to tell all the my father's brothers and sisters, no, in this family, no, they don't care me. They don't give breakfast. They don't they don't have any value about me. Though my mother prepared the breakfast at 7:30 a.m. and gives her, she forgets then tell everybody. Now 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. Now it is 11 o'clock. None of them have come and given the breakfast for me. So sometimes because of brain issues also, there will be this kind of miscommunication, misunderstanding. So we need to recognize and we need to be supportive. So with this brief inputs, let's go to the discussion. I'm very sure that we will be having interesting points to highlight. Let's have an open discussion, how to strengthen, how to establish good family system for our own well-being, how to invest. I'm again telling, if you are not even investing in real estate, forget about it. Nothing will happen. You invest in your family, you are going to get the benefit. You are investing for your social, emotional, physical security within the family. This is what my final comments for this session. But let's have discussion. Ma'am, over to you, ma'am. Shakuntala, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Anyone, they can ask questions to doctor. They can unmute themselves and you can ask questions. You can have an interactive session with them.
And even you can share your own opinions, how to enhance adjustment. Please give ideas how to have good adjustment. Yes, sir. Congratulations, sir. Namaskara. Namaskara, please.
Yeah, yes, raised his hand.
Yes.
Very good session. I would like to know what is the family? Because nowadays single families are prevailing in globalization and liberalization. Before 75, during 1947, only 30 crores people are there. Now 130 crores population, comparing China. Our population is growing with all difficulties of family planning and other things. But how can integrate family, even joint family or single family? Father, mother, 2 children, it is a family. Grandfather, grandmother, 2 boys, 1 girl, it is also a family. The legal hairs are downward. But nowadays, they are going to work for abroad and other states. And how can we integrate? But if people coming to my family, for example, daughter-in-laws or son-in-law, even after 25 years, 20 years, they are not integrating within the family. They are not considering, consulting the seniors before taking a decision. Because after marriage, they are living independently. They are earning, they are taking decisions on their own. But seniors could not see without giving some instruction whether they accept or not. There starts problem. We know how to run my family. Please, when I ask, you say, we are only blood relations, not financial relations. All properties may be in your name or in your son's daughter's name. Our position is to help the family as if we are presiding and observing the meeting. You are giving lectures for the past 45 minutes without any interpretation. But this type of tolerance is necessary for a family, or without going secret to the, as you said, well said, our discussions is going very, very quick to unneedy persons. They will create some problems. They will enter into our family. We are the persons, we are the root cause for the
There is some connection problems. Sir, you
Yes.
can, sir, you
I
can
think
definitely rejoin. For me,
That's also. But
please.
anyway, important. Blood donation is very important for help and affection and others who wherever they can live. But the father, grandfather, like hereditarily, our blood is in all our family members except us. But they should also understand this is our family. We have to listen. When we get into their family, they have also to listen for any consultation, whether they take or not. That is the immaterial. This is my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. For me, family is three generation.
Yes.
Three generation is family members, because these three generation emotionally, physically, financially well connected, live together, survive together. You cannot disconnect. Even if you are not staying together, this disconnection definitely will damage your thing. And I also agree, consultation, consents. Many times people don't consult. Consultation, consents. Please, sir.
7 generations. Somebody was telling 7 generations.
I practical purpose 3 generation I'm telling. From 2022 I'm telling 3 generation minimum 3 generation connection. Yeah.
At the time of rituals,
Yes.
they will come. Who is grandfather, great grandfather, like that.
Yes.
Somebody has to know the family trees. Who is originating?
That's important. Having a family tree. See, for example, if I'm a grandfather at the age of 90, when I think family, my 3 generation means my father, my grandfather, and down also my children, my grandchildren. So it will become almost 7, sir. I am also correct. You are also correct. That should be the attitude in the family. I am also correct. You are also correct. Thank you, sir. Yes, let's go to the another view. Yes.
Can I speak, please?
Please, ma'am, Subhashini.
Can I speak?
Doctor,
You can speak.
Can I speak, please?
Yes. Sir, 1 minute, sir. I will come back to you. Subhashini, ma'am. Subhashini, yes.
Yeah. I have been listening to you with great interest because I'm a sociocultural anthropologist, and I found your presentation very interesting and very relevant. However, I'd like to make a couple of comments. One is, you are right about the increase in urbanization because of the lack of opportunities in villages. But if we look at our statistics, most of our 78% to 75% live in villages. So they're a rural population, and they move to urban areas to get a job. And unfortunately, when we had the demonetization, I'm not looking at it from the political perspective. I'm looking at it from the perspective of what it happened to society. A lot of people.
I'll leave it. Oh,
Can I finish talking?
Yes, Mala, ma'am. If you could, yes, you continue, ma'am, please.
We found that those who are working in Dharavi, which is the largest slum in India and employs a lot of people in Mumbai, a lot of people had to go back overnight, and they were in tremendous distress. And I think we did not have enough cushioning for them. So you are right that there is a migration from rural to urban areas. However, we also have to provide jobs like Manrega, etc. Unfortunately, in this budget, it was cut, saying that maybe most people have come back, but they haven't come back. And unless they work for us in the villages and grow food, we cannot live off computers. We need food. And if we need food, we have to encourage our rural population, give them incentives, whatever, in terms of either cash or kind or whatever the farmers' agitation, which took place for a whole year on the borders of Delhi, was a very good example of what we need to do for them, because that is what they were agitating about. You know, they're saying we are not getting what we need. And if they don't get what they need, we will be in trouble. So I think we need to look at and you have mostly focused on the urban aspect in terms of jobs, husband and wife, in terms of adjustments, etc. It was very interesting when I did my PhD, which was quite some time back in Andhra. I mean, my data was collected in Andhra. My PhD is from Delhi University. I found that even in rural areas, people want to have nuclear families or extended families. They are not interested in, because of the, as you very rightly pointed out, the intergenerational differences. Because the values of people are changing. People are looking at different aspects in terms of values. And therefore, I think we need to look at also the differences between the rural and the urban in terms of expectations. Now, we are a society which is very now aspirational. We want to, people want to be socially mobile. And mobility is also, in a sense, is a barrier, in a sense, to a very harmonious intergenerational system, because people have different opinions. People have different ways of looking at the same thing. So the perspectives are different. And in that context, I think you have made a very good presentation about the problems within the family because of different viewpoints, different perceptions, and different values. And I just thought I would like to add some of this to what you have already said, which is very, very informative, particularly when you talked about help and professional help, which in India we always think that, "Arey, wo to pagal hai." You know, they think having an issue, a mental issue, which is now very normal in terms of either because of urbanization or because of whatever reasons, the fact is that they need professional help. And we need to encourage this. And even this time in the budget, they talked of mental health policy. Yeah. But unfortunately, it was not delineated, because I think some of these have to be delineated, have to be spelled out. So in that context, I would like to congratulate you on what you have said. But I also thought I would like to add a couple of points to what you have said.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I think I comprehensively reviewed or reflected this session. The two things which I would like to say, that quantity of time is also equal to quality of time. Yes, many times people will think that 5 minutes I spend quality time. So I don't have half an hour quantity time. For many times elders, they need quantity of time also. So that I think youngsters, we need to realize it, and we should ensure it. And this policies differences also. Leela Kerati, yes, ma'am. Maybe last couple of comments we can have. Leela Kerati, you have raised the hand.
She can unmute herself and.
Yeah, ma'am. Please unmute Leela, ma'am, if you would like to speak.
Yeah, thank you for the very informative talk, sir. Sir, if the person who is suffering from depression or any other problem, if he doesn't accept that he has some problem, how to get the professional help for him?
That's the very rarely, not very commonly, it happens that when especially have severe mental illness. I'm not telling the anxiety, usually they agree, they have problem. But in severe mental illness, sometimes patients, they think it is a real experience. So they don't actually will be ready for seeking help. Example, my neighbors are trying to harm me. They think it's a real. So if you say, let's go to the hospital, why should I go to the hospital? Let's go to the police station to fight against the neighbors. So that will be their attitude. So the significant family members, significant family caregivers, it can be spouse or children or grandchildren or brothers or sisters, can take a decision, and then without help of police, they can bring definitely. So the police is supposed to help us. Many times families, they will call some the people who are involved in some antisocial activities. Never you do that. If family cannot bring, please approach your nearby police station for seeking help. So they will be knowing the right way of helping you.
No, sir, what she meant was in the family.
Convincing through counseling.
Yeah, convincing them to approach a counselor, because they wouldn't have accepted that they have got any problem.
Another easiest way some of them do is taking them to a doctor for physical health checkup. Now many of our hospitals are multi-speciality. So there itself you can have a psychiatric consultation if it requires. So I recommend for a multi-speciality consultation in a hospital through a health checkup or other way. But convincing directly going to a psychiatrist or for this problem, some treatment, they may not agree, many of them. And I always take some soft indicators, disturbance in sleep. Many of the people who have problems, there is a chance for disturbance in sleep. Difficulty to relax, that can be taken. Difficulty to remember, that can be taken as an indicator. Or difficulty to eat food, not ready to food, and then dehydration and things like that. Take some physical indicators and then try to convince.
Sir, actually, what all the indicators you told, all the senior citizens, they think it's happening to them. All the indicators.
I understand. That is a part of normal aging related. Certain changes are there, like difference in your sleep cycle. But still, if you do not feel fresh in the morning, or if you feel it is inadequate, I'm not telling number of hours. If you feel your sleep is inadequate, you don't feel fresh, better to have a general physician consultation. I'm not telling directly go to a psychiatrist. Consult the family physician if there are some issues with your diabetes, hypertension, and then they will arrange the help, or thyroid issues, or if nothing is there, if suspecting some mental health problem, definitely. See, this is one of the last comment you can take. We are good in giving help in the family. We are not good in asking help in family. Correct, no? Giving help, we are very good. Right? No, like helping children, helping grandchildren. I think this culture also has to come in India. Not only giving help, asking help. I'm in a crisis. I don't get sleep. I need some help. I don't feel energetic. I need some help. I get constant negative thoughts and it disturbs, and I feel to end my life. Nothing I can enjoy. I need some help. So I think this message also we need to spread along with this thing. Asking help. This is important even for promoting adjustment in the family. Not only giving help, you even ask help. I need your presence. How many of us are confident to tell our children, I need your presence for 1 week with me in this house? Very rarely we tell. We think that we disturb their schedule. No, you ask, I need your presence. I need the presence of grandchildren here. Why not asking? If they can't do it, it's okay, but let's ask it. Similar, this same thing applicable for health problems also. Ask help, seek help, have a consultation. Nothing wrong. The doctors are very sensitive. They don't simply prescribe medicines, simply labeling mental health problems. If they feel only it's a problem with your lifestyle, they will adjust the lifestyle change, and then you will be getting better sleep and better improvement of overall well-being. I think anyway, good discussions. Since time is already crossed 5 o'clock, we can meet in another session or once this COVID threat is over, let's soon be socially get connected. Let's have some get together in NIMHANS. Please join here and then we'll have some celebrations. I love Indian culture because the number of celebrations which promotes the unity of family members. So we are having a rich culture. Let's cherish it. Let's have a lot of good moments in our families.
And have less expectations too.
Least expectation, lot of celebrations.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Shanmugam sir.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor. So it was a nice session. May God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
See, as an elder, I always think that this is one thing that I can always request God to help you, so that you can spread this positive message everywhere.
Yes.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yes. Thank you. Let's leave then. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. You really beautifully explained the adjustments and the value to lead happy, stable life irrespective of any issues, and the big investment in this thing in India is the family. And also your one point I liked it, sir, the importance of boundaries. You correctly said that, because always we, especially the women, we tend to tell something about our family members without our knowledge or with our knowledge. So actually we have to set a boundary so that whatever issues we have to tackle within our families. As you said, nobody else will help us with that. And very nice presentation, sir. Thanks a lot. You are welcome once again because the time limit. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Palanimuthu sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Shakuntala madam for nice sharing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. It was a very good session, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. So once again, I would like to thank Dr. Sojan Anthony, sir, from our Vayomanasa team, and for having this wonderful session with us. It was a very wide, and I think it is not, we will end up with having just 1 hour session because it's a very huge topic where we have to discuss more and more. So we would like to welcome more in the upcoming session, sir. With that, I would like to thank all the Zoom and YouTube participants who have joined for today's session, and all our partners, Government of Karnataka, Samadhana Counseling Center, Icon Life Science, REC Foundation, NSC Foundation, Bangalore Apartment Federation, Indian Psychiatric Society Karnataka Chapter 1, and Karnataka State Legal Service Authority. Thank you. I would like to wish all a wonderful evening. Thank you all.
Thank you, Gina. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shakuntala ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.